Still probably the moment I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2012. Cool Runnings, what makes you think that changed? See, now it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in a hype mood, then it's Humans by The Fame. But if I'm in a calm mood, then it's Make Believe by The Fame. They're just a really good band. Mascots. To be honest, several things, especially over this past year, but I'll probably have to say staying committed to something during a pandemic. Subscribe. The company of other people, friends and family in particular. I would love to travel more, but restrictions and money are a massive issue. Might as well play the last clip. I would love to travel more, but restrictions and money are a massive issue. Probably the fact that we are on the way out of a lockdown and things are looking positive and going back to normal. So for once, I've actually got an idea of where I want to be in 5 years. Hopefully I would have just graduated from university and I'll have made my first step into my new career. Oh, definitely my brothers, but not Jamie. Jamie doesn't make me laugh. No. Has to be my parents. I mean, what else are you supposed to answer with that question? I just hate the fact that I used to care so much about what people thought and said. So if I could change one thing, it would definitely be to stop caring about that, because I don't let it bother me anymore, and it shouldn't have bothered me then. Mascots can get out.
Get out! Get out!
Still wrestling. Subscribe to my channel to be a professional wrestler. If I could go speak to my younger self, I would definitely tell him, just not give a fuck about what people think and just do what you want to do. Simple as that. So the last time I got scared was when I drove past the Domino's mascot who was walking around the streets. I got so terrified that I nearly crashed my car. Quite embarrassing how major my mascophobia really is. Same as always really, watch YouTube, listen to music, play on my Xbox, all the standard stuff really. Probably reapplying for my job after they rejected me. And then they accepted me, and I'm still there. Yeah. I'm still tired of hearing about the coronavirus. Just shut up. If I could change one thing about me now, it would be the fact that I'm a type 1 diabetic. Hate it. I can't answer that question. This is gonna sound really soppy, but the group of friends I've got now, they're just really good people. And that's the only nice thing they'll ever hear from me. You got your shout out now, fuck off. Oh, they're gonna kill me. I'd still... Is that gonna shut up? That's my fridge you can hear. I'd still say my favourite place to visit is London, but I do love going to like any metropolitan city or any city centre. Southampton was cool, Portsmouth was amazing, you know, just anywhere new, I just love it. If I just choose anywhere, it would be London. That's where all the money's at. Plus that's where Chelsea are, so it would be nice to be closer to that stadium and that team. I will always make a scene about there being a mascot near me. I just can't. What am I most afraid to lose? I don't lose. Right now, I don't think I'm in a position where I've got any major insecurities, so I don't know if I can answer that question. You know what, being stuck in a pandemic where you have all this open and free time to do stuff that you would have not been able to do in the past, or where your schedule's too heavy that you can't try new things. I think the pandemic's helped me realise kind of what direction I want to take my future in. So it's a chance of fate. You don't really think that you're going to go through a pandemic in your entire life. And I mean, here we are, we're coming out of a pandemic and I'm a year into YouTube and I've realised or discovered my love for it. Probably having no confidence when I should be confident, and then having too much confidence when I shouldn't be confident at all. And I'm always going to regret that. It's what it is, it is what it is. I think this is the same answer that I had last year, but the best thing about growing up is having more freedom, but then you have more responsibilities and bills, which is like the worst thing ever. I guess normality, like not having to worry about any restrictions and social distancing, wearing masks, hand sanitising multiple times a day, you know. I get hygiene and stuff like that is going to be a massive part of all of our lives for the rest of it, but there's just a sense of normality that we're still missing. I can't wait to get back to, just thinking about them. You know what, I would say none, because they've all been and they've all happened, and there's reasons behind everything ending. So, and I'm in good terms with pretty much all of them. So I personally wouldn't go back and try and fix them, because there's still some kind of connection, and you know what, I'm happy with the connection I've got with all those people, so I wouldn't change anything. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. That's a really hard lesson I had to learn this year. You know what, driving with the sun out, music full blast, maybe even having some friends in the car, great feeling. I would still say watching NXT live at Royal Albert Hall, such a cool experience. My biggest inspiration is those that started off with nothing, and from being from a low income family and not really having access to resources, finances and all these things, and then going on to become something bigger and greater. Even from that, going to help others as well and not being selfish because of their humble beginnings. Them kind of people inspire me, and that's exactly what I want to be. Definitely a life that I could look back on and just feel satisfied with everything I've accomplished. Has to be that. You know what? Over the past year, freedom of life. The best risks to take are those that are both realistic and achievable. Still to this day, probably my friend passing away. There have been so many points over the last year where I've nearly given up with this in particular, because at some points I've really thought I'm not getting out what I'm putting in. But at the same time, it doesn't matter about that, because I'm not doing this for views, I'm not doing this for money. I'm literally doing this so I can learn a new skill and see if it's something I enjoy, which I do enjoy. If you take out all the numbers and you take out all the statistics and you get down to the fundamentals of why you're doing this and the values that you get from doing it, then it allows you to persevere and move on and get through it. And I'm just glad that I've not given up and I've carried on doing it. I'd say just every single bit of advice and every experience that I've experienced, everything that I've done in my life up until this point has made me the person I am. Summer, it's the best. Good feels, good vibes, with great people, longer days, more to do. So people, I don't understand people that enjoy winter. I just don't understand it. I'll probably spend the most time thinking about how I'm gonna get rid of that dog. No, seriously, my thoughts usually go to what my next step is going to be, but that's mainly because I don't allow myself to think anymore. I would spend all of my time being out and about, socialising with people, going to see places, you know, making new experiences and new memories. That would be how I'd spend all of my time. Probably the ability to make me laugh uncontrollably. If you can make me laugh, then you just win. I'd still probably say my attempt a few years ago was my closest call. Yeah. I'd want to be remembered as someone who always gave it my best shot and tried to make the world around him and with everyone around him a better place.